Means, till how much time we can expect this correction going on? Means I don't understand. But do you think Modi will win? I think on age. Then this will continue, or it will take some time to recover. Means 9,000 is possible in on Nifty.
Yeah. So the best case scenario is that we can hit 8,200. So it is not all about Modi kicking in back or any other political reason. But what I personally believe, it's a world moving together. So we are talking about US getting into recession. I don't know why and for what reason. I believe this correction is just a technical correction, and 21,200 is the max bottom which we can see in Dow Jones, and then we start recovering from it. And that is where I see good valuation and good funds entering. So probably a kind of a consolidation move for say coming 3, 4, 5 months, and then we will start kicking to new high values. Uh, though there is some kind of announcement that in US they might increase interest rate further coming down 6 months, but I think temporarily for say 1, 1.5 year, I don't think this would justify uh, any supports in the market. So I think for 5, 6 months, a good consolidation, even Nifty might correct to 96.25, and then slowly gradual 150 odd points will make that 8,700. But all net, I understand this move should arrest. And if we arrest in Nifty, if we don't fall below say 10,000, 550 or so, then there is a better chance that we make a new rally or hitting some new high. Uh, Current situation is a bit volatile and open interest is very low, and it seems as if operators try to control the market above 700, but this Dow continues falling and crude correcting to $50 from 87. It seems as if even bulls are trapped. So gap down openings are possible, and there's a lack of interest in mid cap too. So need to see that how we expire and what is the current rollover situation, and which all sectors are going to participate going forward. Net in net, I mean the undercurrent, the companies are facing huge problem with liquidity. Even the banks have curtailed their limits. So lack of liquidity into system, and at the same time, world markets consolidating. So economies are working on closed platforms. So I think the situation is more on consolidation. There is no worry as such or a panic situation wherein people, should panic and sell their portfolios. Already portfolios are down by 50%, 40%, or maybe more. I don't know if they're not holding the quality mid caps, but I think it's a better situation wherein we are buying the stocks at much cheaper value and holding it for 2, 3 years. Don't get panicked with this Modi or thing, whatever. I mean, if Modi comes or Congress comes, doesn't make much of sense. Move along with the trend, and that's what we are doing as of now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. One more
Yeah, yeah.
question.
So, as I said, from 26,000 or 25,000, we were eyeing 21,800 and 21,200 at the bottom. So that setup, that trade is now gone. So I'll be heading towards forming new charts, new formation with newer targets once this setup is under consolidation or proves me some signs of a reversal from this point itself. Okay. But somehow if we are unable to hold this 21,200 or we break 21,000, we are heading towards 17,008, 8, 8,888, sorry. So that is the scenario which speaks about a recession and a long consolidation. So at this point, we are still falling, and our targets are hit at the bottom, but we cannot say, you know, that this is the bottom. So things need to prove, and that's where a good trader is. So if things are falling until unless it makes that bottom. So for this example, if we take example of this Nifty, so Nifty has made a high of say 11,750. It started falling. This is the first evening star formation, a very good opportunity, shorting at 1150 576, and then fall. It started falling. This is the area wherein it consolidated. So the moment it has consolidated, showed us a morning star, we thought that things are reversing. So I need a kind of consolidation here. Then only I can say that the chart has reversed, and then we should buy the scripts. For that matter, I will show you the Brent crude, and I am happy that I was the one to say that it is going to hit $87, and I was the one to say that this is going to top. So it is at the end an internal satisfaction that your work is giving you return. So if you remember that we played this inverted head and shoulder, and this was my cup and handle in the top. This was the target around 86, 87. And since then, you can see that this Brent is it's falling sharply. Okay, then one small blue candle, then red candle, and then again it is continuing. So till the time it makes a good reversal and consolidation, I cannot say that this has stopped, and just see the kind of volume it has done. It's huge volumes. Okay, so people are trapped. So the best case scenario is that it can make a support bottom at say 45. So this is right shoulders. Okay, this is left right shoulder. So the best case scenario, it makes around say 45, 46 kind of support. It may reverse, but if I talk about channel, so channel support is around 42. So all those people who are going to get trapped with this shoulder bottom, they will be hit with the stop loss, and this might go a bit below channel and then moves up. So I think this $50 we can again have that 20% drop from this point. If we are not holding this 49, so tomorrow it will be 49.10 or max 48.10. So if it is not holding that, then we are going towards 41 only. So till the time trend is negative, I think don't look even to get into the script. So if Dow is falling, let it fall. And if it is not reversing, we are not looking at buying any script out of Dow Jones. Yeah, and that is a sign of good trader. Yeah, I mean, screen is or the charts are not telling you to buy. You're forcing yourself to buy just because you have seen $80 at the top and it is available at $50. Why you should buy? I will not buy till the time it shows me a reversal. Okay. Yeah. Nifty, and we'll just try to make out what is an expected move going forward. So we are all been noticing head and shoulder pattern through which the charts which are moving in the market, and several groups are talking about this HNS pattern and the Elliott wave, which has completed the peak at say 11,750, and then the ABC pattern, that's A, B, and C leg. So you can see that this is a declining HNS, which has more strength when it reverses just before the left wing, and I have drawn a kind of pitchfork here, which gives us that it is now turned into the second channel, and it may attempt to hit the support zone of say 10,550. So this is the larger view. Okay, so we have two consecutive negative closes. One of 200 point, another was 100 point. At the same time, we have seen Dow Jones correcting from 24,500, closing at 21,800. So big negative new move in Dow Jones and other international markets. At the same time, crude is not stopping, and it has closed somewhat around $50, 50.60. So it is again heading below $50. So might rest somewhere around say $48 to $46 at the bottom. So the wave is all negative internationally, domestically, and on domestic front, we already know that BJP has lost to Congress in few states, and at the same time, there's a liquidity problem issues with corporates and the NBFCs as well. They're not able to lend on that book size, and there is much of event-based things happening nowadays. Elections fever going forward. Then we have budget coming in February 1st. So a lot of mixes happening, and we are seeing that the market is actually favoring large caps, top five, seven large stocks which are controlling the market, and that actually cannot control for long when international things are going much into the negative side. So that is where we have seen that bulls are not able to hold the 10,700 or 750 mark, which was I expected that they should hold, but we have seen a good correction making a base of 670, and we closed around 10,663. So post this, we had today as a holiday. So on Dow closing negative, crude closing negative. So much expected that the first visit which we should make around 10,500, and this is the negative area or the Lakshman Rekha, so below which the trend again turns negative. So when I say the trend again turns negative, we may even head towards say 9,625 or 9,650 odd levels. But if we reverse from here, and if we are able to reverse, so then there is only possibility that Dow makes the bottom at say 21,800, 21,500, and start moving back to say 2,200, 22,500 or 23,000 levels. So maybe internationally DJI is a bit consolidating, but we may find some room to reverse and negate this HNS pattern and move towards previous high. So where this may move, so it depends much on factors, say like we will visit uh, a budget in February 1st, and this budget may announce some populist ideas, maybe a capital gain tax exemption for next 2 3 years. It may give you good support, or some liquidity injections to PSU banking, or some tax, GST announcement, or anything, which favors the market is much possibility, and market is eyeing that. No issues with it. And if things are not, does not fall much in uh, public favor or investor sentiment, then we will see a sharp correction, because Dow has already corrected from 26,000 to 21,800, or maybe it is moving more down. So if that's the idea, then the first stop is 9625. So current situation doesn't tell us that we are back and we are trending negative, or we are very bearish about the things. But if we are holding 10,560, 550 odd levels, then there are good chances that we reverse towards a new high and we negate that factor. So 11,088 at that time, if we are able to hold that, 11,088 is the trigger wherein the short covering will happen. The huge short covering move is expected. So let's see what happens next. But we will try to see if this bottom is arrested at 10,550. If it breaks the first uh, point wherein we will see that the the strength of the negativity, okay, the volume or the resistance if it faces back 10,545. So this area of this red line, this red line and blue line will decide whether it is holding this confirmation of 10,545 or it is going you know back to the previous channel move. So I think this channel, this band of 545 and 438 will decide the next move and the kind of volume we get it here, on a buy side or the reversing mode. The moment we break this with good volumes, then you can short blindly. I think 9600 is a good coverage point, and you will get that 800 points sharp move. So that's Nifty, and then you can find out there are many stocks which will give you 200 or 150 downside move. Biocon is something which I'm not liking, standing at 610, which may fall 450 points. I don't know, some negative news may come or some sentiment, but the setup is negative. But we'll see that afterwards. Uh, Talking Nifty, I think for tomorrow, let's curtail this to 4 hours. It will give you good. Okay, the first morning move, the first morning support, you can see we may get the opening around say 640. You can just enlarge it for you. Okay, so our opening move should be around here, which is 598, and then we may touch say 569 and reverse back to hit 643 and then fall back. Okay, so what we have to see is 550 as the support, and whether it is holding or not. If it is not holding, then the trend may continue back to 10,438 odd levels. Okay, so it's a short, and we need to see that how much gap down opening we are seeing. How much gap down opening we are seeing, and if we are opening straight, say 10,438, then there is much of bearishness to follow, and then I think a short reversal will find new bears into the system, and then the revisit of say 10 438 will get more volumes, and then the move is purely confirmed for the negative side. So it all depends, how we open, uh, and that's where we'll decide the move.